Welcome back to Double Sleeved MTG. I'm Seth, and this week I'm joined by the guys from Critical EDH. In this video, we got Reyhan and Drago, Atraxa, Blue Farm, and Lumra. It's going to be a pretty awesome game, let me tell you. Now, before we get in the gameplay, I want to tell you about our sponsor. I'd like to announce that we partner with the tournament organizers Land Go. They've given us the discount code DOUBLE. So if you plan to go to any Land Go events, make sure you use our discount code at checkout to get 10% off your order. Now, let's get into the gameplay. Alright, let's take a look at these opening hands. Starting in first seat, we have Jordan piloting Reyhan and Drago. His hand consists of Arid Mesa, Stitcher Supplier, Culling Ritual, Demonic Tutor, and a Command Tower. He put back a Badlands and a Crop Rot. Next we have Austin in second seat piloting Atraxa Grand Unifier. His hand consists of a Tundra, City of Brass, Into the Floodmaw, Mystic Remora, Culling the Weak, Mystical Tutor, and a Deathrite Shaman. Next we have myself in third seat piloting Blue Farm. My hand consists of a Wan Shi Tong, a Lotus Petal, Professional Facebreaker, Underworld Breach, Scalding Tarn, an Offer You Can't Refuse, and a Mystical Tutor. Finally in fourth seat, we have Eric piloting Lumra. His hand consists of Shifting Woodlands, Lotus Cobra, Crystal Vein, Urza's Cave, and a Snow-Covered Forest. He put back a Field of the Dead and a Conduit Pylons. Now, let's get into the gameplay.
I'll kick us off. Good luck, have fun. Untap, keep raw. Play this Command Tower. I'll tap it to cast a Stitcher's Supplier. I have a Stitcher's trigger. I'll mill 3. Reanimate, Lotus Petal, and Scalding Tarn. And then I'll pass.
Untap, upkeep, I will draw this card. I am going to play a City of Brass. I will take a damage and play a Deathrite Shaman. And I will pass the turn.
I'll draw this card. Hey, never punished. I'll play a Scalding Tarn, and I will play this Chaos Emerald and ship the turn.
Ooh, I have no response to the cast of the Chaos Emerald. Let me know when you have 5 more of them, and then I will be extremely worried. No triggers in upkeep or untap. I'll draw for turn. This changes nothing. Play this Crystal Vein as my land for turn. Then I'll attempt to move through phases and pass.
I'll untap, upkeep, and draw. Play this City of Traders for his land for turn. I'll tap it and cast this Demonic Tutor.
I'm going to search in response.
One cheek tong his ass, bro.
I will go get this Underground Sea and cast this Wan Shi Tong in response to the Demonic Tutor.
Dude, this soul read, bro. I'm going to predict the date that you die next. Would you rather know the day of the week or the time of day?
After that, I'm good with Demonic Tutor resolving.
I'm going to go get a magic cards.
I have a Wan Shi Tong trigger.
Yeah.
Get a 1/1 counter, and I draw a card.
And then, are you still passing, Jordan?
Yep. Yeah, you're good.
Sweet. I'm going to untap, upkeep, and I will draw this card. I will play a Tundra for turn, tap 1, and play a Mystic Remora. From there, I will pass the turn.
I will untap, upkeep, draw. I will play this Verdant Catacomb and realize the stupid bird has vigilance. I'll slap Jordan for 2.
For 2? That makes sense. I will take 2, declare no blocks.
After which, I will pass the turn.
Nothing to untap, no effects on upkeep either. Resolve my draw for turn. Snow-Covered Forest as my land for turn. Tap for a green, a snow green. Tap for a colorless, a normal colorless. And then cast a Lotus Cobra. Then I will pass the turn.
I'll untap, upkeep, draw. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is float 2 mana with, I'll play this Marsh Flats and City of Traders trigger to sacrifice it. Unfortunately, I have to give the stupid bird another stupid card. I'm going to fetch Shield.
Dude, Wan Shi Tong better than Mystic Remora, confirmed.
I'm going to get a bite.
It's basically a runic Armasaur at this point, like, not gonna lie.
Alright, I have the Wan Shi Tong trigger.
Yep.
With that trigger on the stack, I'm going to show you a Mystical Tutor.
Ooh, Mystic Remora trigger.
I will let you draw. I will go to search. I'm going to go get a Silence.
That's fun.
This will go on the top of my library. Wan Shi Tong trigger will resolve. I will draw it.
I'll cast a stupid Drago Reyhan card. I'll cast this Pattern of Rebirth targeting Stitcher Supplier.
Fish trigger.
Yeah, you got it. If this is an aura, when it dies, I may search my library for a creature card, put that card onto the battlefield, and shuffle. If everyone's passing on pattern, I'm passing.
I'm going to lose 1 life here. I'm gonna Mystical Tutor. I will go put a Nas on the top of my library.
There's going to be another stupid bird trigger. This card's so good, dude.
A Wan Shi Tong trigger?
Yeah, you can have a card. I'm gonna go to my untap, and I'm gonna go to upkeep. The question is, do I just keep my fish around? Because I do think my Nas is getting counterspelled.
I'm pretty sure your Nas gets countered.
Can you show me a counterspell?
I can show you a counterspell.
Okay, that's fine. All right, I will keep my fish around then. That's very funny. No, I'm going to keep my fish around. We'll just do that. That's fine. I'm going to play a starting town for land for turn. Let's lose a life and cast a Birds of Paradise. And I will pass the turn.
Yeah, I'm getting my Badlands. I'm going to Vamp Tutor and Instep.
I have a fish trigger.
You got a fish trigger. I'll grab this card, and I'll put this on top, untap. I'll draw this magical card. I'll play this Arid Mesa. We'll pass.
Untap. No effects in upkeep. Good to resolve my draw. I will play Urza's Cave as my land for turn. Lotus Cobra trigger. I will generate a green. I'm going to attempt to move from my pre-combat main phase into combat. This floating mana will go away. I'll attempt to move through phases. Does anyone have any effects in my end step?
No, we do not.
Cool. All untap. Upkeep. Draw this card. Play an Arid Mesa. All fetch. There will be a bird trigger. I would like to get a Badlands. Is that okay?
You got your land. I have the Wan Shi Tong trigger.
Cast this here Mana Vault. Fish can draw.
Fish draw.
Yeah, I think I just have to pass.
Fine. We'll just untap. Upkeep. I will pay for fish and then go to my draw step. I'm going to play a land. Yeah, so Marsh Flats for turn. I'm going to crack this. Play a UC.
Wan Shi Tong trigger?
We're going to eat Seth's land that's in his graveyard. I'm going to Green Sun Zenith for X equals 3.
I will pass on Green Suns.
It is a cabbage man.
I have a Wan Shi Tong trigger. Now he's a 7/7.
From there, I am going to pass the turn.
In your end step, actually, I'm going to fetch. I'll go get this Tundra. Now I will go to my turn. I will draw my card. There's a Volcanic Island. Casting Silence.
I have a cabbage trigger. I also have a Mystic Remora trigger. So I'm going to make a food, and then I'm going to draw a card.
Silence has resolved. We're under silence. I'm going to cast this Gitz Probe on Austin.
I have a cabbage and a fish.
You do.
I'm just going to reveal it to the class. I have a Tarnished Citadel, a Shifting Woodlands, Green Sun Zenith, Calling Week, Adnaz, Into the Floodmaw, Yogg's Will, and an Elvish Spirit Guide.
I will draw my card for the Git Probe. I will cast Underworld Breach.
I have a fish and a food.
You do indeed. I will now cast Lion's Eye Diamond.
I have a fish and a food.
You got it.
This would be the time to besage you a breach.
No, my hand says if there's not a silence, I win, and I have to sit there with my thumb up my butt, so I'm passing on everything.
LED, pitch, my hand, I will make 3 black mana. I will cast this Vampiric Tutor.
I would like to fish and a food.
I'll sacrifice Crystal Vein for 2 colorless. Tap for green, and then sacrifice Urza's Cave, putting a search on the stack. I'll get Pit of Offerings, hitting LED, Git Probe, and or the Lotus Petal. Then I would like to generate the mana. It is all.
Wan Shi Tong trigger. Okay, yeah, those 3 get got. I will resolve the Vampiric Tutor now on the stack. So I just go get this card, put it on top. I will cast Wishclaw.
I have a fish and a food.
You got it. I will tap this and I will go down. I will pity Eric, even though he's a dick, and stop my win. Eric, you have a Wishclaw Talisman.
I'll use this Minskin Boo token.
I'm going to go get this card. Now, I'm going to cast Rograk. Wait, you have a shitload of cards in your hand and an Adnaz. I am swinging at Austin, after which I will pass. At the beginning of my end step, my breach will go to graveyard.
Untap. No effects in upkeep. Resolve my draw for turn. I will put a Wishclaw activation on the stack. And I will probably give it back to Seth just because he's furthest in turn priority.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And if he manages to get back to his turn, I think he's earned it. Wishclaw activation on the stack.
Oh, I lost a cabbage. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, you did.
My cabbages!
My cabbages!
My cabbages!
You got your card?
Yeah.
Wan Shi Tong trigger?
I'll start by playing Shifting Woodlands as my land for turn. It'll enter untapped because I control a forest, and then there'll be a Lotus Cobra trigger. I would like to resolve the Lotus Cobra trigger. I'll generate a green. I'll tap for green, use the floating green, cast a Hardwood Storyteller. So I will attempt to move through phases and pass.
Man, I cannot wait to get my back absolutely blown the fuck out right now. I'm gonna untap, have an upkeep. First, I'm gonna pitch the Spirit Guide though, so float a green. Yeah, I'll float 3 colorless with Mana Vault. I can cast this Relic of Legends. There's a bajillion triggers.
Okay, so first we have the Harvest Storyteller trigger. Are we good to start resolving that?
All of us can draw a card, yes.
Okay.
I will make a cabbage and then draw a card.
1, 2, 3. Additional cost of Drago. I'll use 3 mana, eat a Mana Vault, eat a Stitcher's Supplier. On death of Stitcher's Supplier, I have 2 triggers. Put a Drago on the stack. I'd like to resolve. I'm going to put a Rakdos the Muscle into play.
I have a Wan Chi Tong trigger.
Stitcher's trigger, okay? I'll mill a Llanowar Elves, a Birds of Paradise, and a Great Henge. I'll tap Dargo into Relic of Legends for a red mana. Is that okay? Sacrifice Dargo to Rakdos. I will target myself. Exile 7 cards. So we have a Necro, Sacrifice, Burgi, Demonic Council, Chrome Mox, Cabbage Merchant, and Soul Cauldron. Cast Chrome Mox, exile. All the triggers are fine.
I am good for all triggers to resolve. I will make a cabbage and I will draw a second card.
Imprint trigger, okay? I will float a black with my Chrome Mox. And I will use my floating red mana, additional cost of Dargo, eat the Chrome Mox, and cast a Dargo. Dargo, okay? Use my floating black, cast Sacrifice, sacrificing Dargo's additional cost. And I also have a Rakdos trigger.
I am good for Heartwood Storyteller triggers to go resolve.
Yep.
I will make a cabbage. I will draw another card from Fish. I am going to tap 2 cabbages. I'm going to Besage the Relic.
I'll respond. I'll tap Rakdos into Relic for a red, and I'll tap Relic. I'll do another red. That's good. I am good for Relic to get Besaged.
You get your Taiga. I have a Tong trigger.
All right, we're back down to, I believe, Sacrifice and a Rakdos trigger with the Sacrifice.
I'm going to tap 2 more cabbages. I'd like to cast Into the Floodmaw, targeting Rograk.
The array of triggers is different this time. Just Heartwood Storyteller.
I'm gonna exile this Simian Spirit Guide. I'm gonna cast it. REB.
Heartwood Storyteller and all the other stuff.
Yeah.
I would like to draw. I would make a cabbage, and I will draw another card. I'm going to tap 2 more cabbages. I'm gonna Culling the Weak my Deathrite Shaman.
Gordon, would you like to draw?
Culling good?
Yeah.
Do that.
I will tap 2 more cabbages. I am going to cast an Adnos. Heartwood Storyteller? Yep.
I will Flare of Duplication, pitch killing Rograk.
Heartwood Storyteller, a cabbage, and a Mystic Remora. Make a cabbage, draw an extra card. I'm going to tap my last cabbages, and I'm going to cast a Flusterstorm. Storm trigger. Original target will be the Flare of Dupe.
Well, I mean, like, if we counter Adnos, he also doesn't get it.
True.
We're gonna draw. Unless anybody else has got anything for this, I have nothing for it.
Okay, I will just target the Flare Dupe with the original one, and then the other targets will target Sacrifice.
I'm good for Sacrifice to get countered. And then I'm good for Nas.
Okay, so we have 28 health. 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 3, 0, 2, 2. We are at 18, 17, 0, 0, 15.
God, if he whiffs, this Wan Chi Tong is going to slap the hell out of somebody.
0, 0. I'm at 9 with the food chain there. We're at 6. We're at 5. Yeah, I guess we're just going to stop there. Red Blast destroying my intro. And now we're on a Rakdos trigger.
Yeah, I will be targeting myself. I'll exile 7. We got Burnt Offering, Wild Cantor, Selvala, Mox Opal, Deathrite Shaman, Blood Crypt, Beseech the Mirror. I'll pitch a Simian Spirit Guide for another red. I'll cast a Spider Punk.
Spider Punk? Yeah, I guess I'm letting the Spider Punk resolve.
Cast a Dargo. Burnt Offering, Sacrifice Dargo, Heartwood Storyteller trigger, Fish trigger, Cabbage trigger, and Rakdos trigger.
I draw.
I'm going to make a cabbage and draw an extra card from Fish.
For my mana, I would like to do 4 black, 3 red. Rakdos trigger. 6, 7. I'll use 3 of that mana to cast a Burgi. Cast Dargo, trigger Burgi, net even on red mana. I'll play this Cradle. I'll tap it for 4 green mana. We'll use one of my green And a black mana to cast Demonic Council, trigger Bergie.
Heartwood Storyteller and all the stuff. I would like to draw off Heartwood Storyteller.
Sure.
And then make a cabbage and draw a card. I'm gonna let the Demonic Council happen. Whatever.
All right, I'll put this card into my hand. We'll go red. Lightning Bolt, target Cabbage Man.
Hold on. I had a Wan Shi Tong trigger on your search.
Oh, you did. Yep.
Heartwood, cabbage, fish. So okay, what's in play right now, Jordan?
In play, I have a Bergie, Spider-Punk, Drago, Rakdos. And I have 3 green, a black, and 3 red mana floating.
I will tap 2 cabbages and cast a silence.
The draws can happen. I'll respond. Tap Taiga for a green. Cast a crop rotation, sacrificing Taiga, trigger Bergie.
We have a Heartwood, a cabbage, and a Mystic Mora. I will tap another cabbage. I would like to Chain of Vapor the Spider-Punk.
Heartwood. We draw?
Chain of Vapor on this deck.
I think that's a trap. I'm good for Spider-Punk to get bounced. I will not continue the chain.
Crop rotation on the stack. I will show you a Force of Will. Pitching Mockingbird.
Target for force?
Crop rotation. Heartwood's on the stack.
I am good for crop rotation to get countered.
We're on silent.
Yeah.
I'm on a Mind Break trap. I'm going to target both.
I'll cast a Vampire Tutor in response to my draw.
A Heartwood Storyteller, cabbage, Mystic Remora.
Yep, all fine.
Okay, I will draw a card. I will cabbage, and I will draw another card. I am good for Vampiric to resolve.
Okay, I'm good to draw the card I tutored.
I have the Wan Shi Tong trigger.
Then Heartwood Storyteller, we get to resolve that. And
Cabbage, and another draw from fish. I'd like to tap 2 cabbages. I would like to cast an Offer You Can't Refuse, targeting silence.
Heartwood. Draw. I'm passing on the offer.
I will make 2 treasures. I would like to pitch an Elvish Spirit Guide. I would like to cast with my 2 treasures a Valley Flood Caller.
We'll make him have it, I guess. Here's a Final Fortune. Trigger Bird.
We have Heartwood Storyteller, all the stuff. Draw seconds. I'm okay with a Final Fortune. I don't care.
I also mostly just wanted to see if anyone could draw force for the Valley. I am good for Valley to resolve at this point.
All right. Well, here is where I draw you guys so many cards. Here's an LED. Sorry, Flood Caller trigger, and you guys have a Heartwood Storyteller. Good on Flood Caller trigger. I'm untapping my Birds of Paradise. Tap the Birds of Paradise for a black, and I will cast a Mox Diamond. Flood Caller trigger, and Heartwood Storyteller trigger. I will, now that that is in play, I will pitch a City of Traders. I'm going to float another black and cast a Get Probe, losing 2 life, targeting Jordan. I have a Flood Caller trigger and Heartwood Storyteller trigger. I will untap my birds.
Nas, Spider-Punk, Techno, Gilded Goose, Altar, Price Statue, Razakath, Ancient Tomb, Fentorn, Orcish Lumberjack, Life's Legacy, Nature's Rhythm, and Tinderwall.
Okay, I'm going to draw a card off my Get Probe. I am going to tap for another black. I'm going to cast a Praetor's Grasp, targeting Jordan. I have a Flood Caller trigger and you guys have a Heartwood Storyteller trigger.
Here's a Nas, trigger Bergie.
Trigger Heartwood, trigger this, trigger that. I will draw a card off of the Bergie, or after the Heartwood. I will make it food. I'll draw a card off of my fish.
Nas okay?
No, I'm not good with Nas. We're going to tap 2 more foods, and I'm going to Swan Song it. Heartwood Storyteller triggers. And I'm going to float a black mana in response to the Flood Caller trigger. Or I'm going to float a red mana for unknown reasons.
Yeah, that's fine.
Flood Caller trigger to untap my birds. We have a Swan Song targeting your Ad-Nas, countering your Nas.
Yep, that's fine.
We now have a Praetor's Grasp. Fuck yeah, I'll take your Breach. I will tap my Birds of Paradise for a black mana, and I will cast said Breach from the Exile pile.
Heartwoods?
Heartwoods are good.
I will, in response to the cast of Underworld Breach, put a Summoner's Pact on the stack.
Heartwood Storyteller. I have a draw, I have a food, and I have a second draw. I am good with Summoner's Pact, I don't care.
I'll get Endurance.
With that search resolving, I have a Wan Shi trigger.
Full priority on the cast of Underworld Breach. I will attempt to use Endurance's alternate casting cost, evoking, exiling this Sylvan Library from my hand.
Oh, I'm okay with that.
Good to hit the field. There will then be a corresponding triggered ability by ET Being. I will target Austin.
I will tap my Mox Diamond, and I'm going to Noxious Revival targeting my Silence.
Heartwood.
I have a Flood Caller trigger as well. Or good on Flood Caller trigger.
I'm pretty sure you've got it, unless Seth has sandbagged harder than the Russians during the space race.
I'm good for Endurance to resolve.
And then there is in the delayed trigger from the Evoke to sacrifice Endurance. Good to go ahead and resolve that.
Yeah. Good for Breach.
Good for Breach.
Okay, let's cast a Lotus Petal. And I will float a white mana.
We have Heartwoods.
I will Flood Caller trigger. I will tap one for, and I will use this mana for Chromatic Star.
Heartwood.
Sure. Untap. I'm going to crack said Chromatic Star. I will make another white mana. I will draw this card. I'm going to cast a Silence.
Heartwood.
Yep.
I will cast the Pact of Negation.
I have a Cabbage, a Heartwood Storyteller, and a Mystic Remora.
You do, in fact.
I will show you a pact in response to your pact.
Yeah, I'm good on draws for Austin's Pact.
Alright, I will float another white mana in response to my Flood Caller.
I have a response.
So I have a in response to the Flood Caller trigger.
Cast a snapback pitching Mystic Remora targeting Flood Caller.
Cabbage, all of the above. Draw. Make a Cabbage, and draw an extra card. I'm good for that to resolve. We are now on a Flood Caller trigger. Now we are on a Pact targeting a Pact. Now we are on a Silence.
I will pass on Silence.
Passing on Silence. Wonderful. All right, let's tap this Birds, and we'll tap another 2 Cabbages and cast this Flood Caller. Let's cast a Mox Opal. You guys can draw, and I have a Flood Caller trigger. I'm gonna just crack this LED for 3 black.
You got it.
I'm gonna discard a shitload of cards. I am going to exile 3 cards, mainly lands, so no one's surprised. I'm gonna cast this Demonic Tutor.
Hardwoods.
I am going to find this card.
One sheet trigger.
Yeah, sure. I'm going to tap this for blue and using the black that I have floating to Brain Freeze myself.
I am good to let the Storm copies go on the stack. Also, basing off the number of Flusterstorms that went on the stack about 20 spells ago, I'm good to assume your library is just in your graveyard right now.
We do have Heartwoods draw.
Yeah, you guys are good. I'm going to untap my Birds. I'm going to Brain Freeze my whole library. I am going to tap my Birds of Paradise to cast a Green Sun Zenith from my graveyard.
Good to resolve the Hardwood Storyteller trigger of this.
Yeah, you guys are good. Good for Green Sun Zenith. X equals 0.
Yes.
I'm going to untap my Birds. I'm going to cast my Petal, or use my Petal. I'm going to cast a Born Upon a Wind.
Heartwoods.
Yeah, you guys can have him. I will untap my Birds. I'm going to draw my Green Sun Zenith. And I will have instant speed. I will tap my Birds and my Mox Opal and cast a Dorkle.
Works for me. Hell yeah. Way to go,
Yeah.
dude. Good work.
Damn, dude.
Dude, that was a hell game.
That was a
I don't
hell
want to
of
be
a game.
that guy, but if I had untapped, I think I would have won.
Wow, that game was insane. There were so many triggers. I mean, Cabbage Merchant had to have at least triggered 30 times. And also, it was really cool seeing Atraxa win with an Underworld Breach. You don't see that every day. But anyway, it was great playing with Critical EDH like it always is. And before I let you go, I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and let you know there won't be a video next weekend, so that means you'll see us in the new year. Now, with all that said, I want to make sure you like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye now.